Yo, yo, yo! Wait. Let's just test that it's good.
Okay. Everyone do some speaking.
Poo.
Big cock.
Poo.
Biggest cock.
Welcome to the Mom It's My Life podcast. This episode features adults using adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
How's that feeling?
Satan, shut the fuck up.
Yo, yo, yo! Ooh, yeah! It is episode 2 of Mom It's My Life! I'm joined with Peter Gebby, Mason,
What's up?
and James!
Yo, you don't know me and Mason's last name.
Oh shit, yeah! Mason Levi, James Anthony, even though that's not even your... It's James. Italian name, woohoo!
How'd you know his last name?
Oh, do you not tell people?
Nah.
James
That's
Anthony.
right, you didn't get it right anyway.
Yeah, woohoo!
Levi is not my
mysterious
last name.
Is it not?
I don't hide it, so you can find it on the internet, but I won't tell you. I won't make it easy.
Same.
We're all gonna
Don't
stalk
tell
you
him
now.
what it is, but like neither of our names are. Well, Anthony at least is in my name. It's actually my middle name.
So what are you lads drinking today?
Fine pint of Carlsberg lager.
Same with me.
Chin,
Cheers.
Chin,
Cheers,
chin.
Pete.
I'm being a pussy. I'm on the Copperberg. Woohoo!
And as you can hear by my crunches, I'm drinking some fine burger bites.
That's pure ASMR.
Yeah. Okay. What
We'll
is
get
this?
that later.
I thought it was a summer high, like a summer rye.
Yeah.
What?
I don't
ASMR.
actually have a clue what it stands
So
for.
what is it?
I don't know actually what ASMR
Is it a
stands for.
game?
It's
No.
not a game. It's like
So yeah, Bronnie
AS.
has no clue what summer
No.
high or
ASMR
Who
is
the hell are
it's
summer
pretty
high?
much like how like intense is this podcast because it's technically food porn.
Is
yeah,
it?
basically.
Like it's like
Yeah.
people that really like
Food.
watching people.
But it's not just
Eat.
like people will get and they'll get right up to the mic.
Yeah, they'll like be
like, hey,
yeah, they'll be like,
this is some ASMR.
back with another. And pretty much they pay people to like chew food and like or
That's
people
what it
pay
is.
people to like chew food for them and it like
And then they
well,
pay them.
well, that's
People have
kind
like
of
microphone, like ear-shaped microphones, and they will like be like, "Hey."
technically it's not.
Voldemort's back.
It's not only food, but like it's like
It's what-
like people listen to
Fine
it and like
whispers and-
yeah, they say like it gives you tingles listening to it, and like
Yeah.
I actually did listen
Like,
to it one night, and I'm not kidding. I got the tingles. I did, but I kind of felt like I was being like touched in the ear inappropriately.
I
That
think
kind of
that's what
thing.
it is. I think that's what
Yeah.
people enjoy about it. Some inappropriate ear touching.
That is just...
like there's certain people I know or like not certain people. There's one person I know like if you like talk like even like behind them or near they're like
They'll jizz everywhere.
no
Well,
if you like talk behind their neck they just like instant chills like oh no
Well,
like,
that's the ASMR audience, right? You want to get off from listening to whispers.
ASMR is a super catchy name. It's Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
ooh
ASMR.
that definitely is the English version. There's definitely a dumber American name for it.
Well, we're probably the ones that made ASMR, right? We couldn't be bothered.
Probably.
We couldn't be bothered saying whatever that was.
It's American sound.
Mirrored.
Miracle roar!
Perfect.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, so the weird thing about ASMR too is like there's these channels that have blown up on YouTube, and I just went through. I was
And people just sit
scrolling.
there like...
Ooh, ASMR is a noun.
Yeah,
That's
well, the
interesting.
funny thing is like they role play ASMR. So like you can find videos of like angry post office worker, and they'll do the sound of like you walking up and be like, "Hey, can I send out this package?" And then they're like shifting papers angrily. They're like, "Yes, you can," and they'll rip open, like slap the stamp on.
And they
like,
throw them up on the table and start doing them.
not that.
That's
You could
just
probably
regular porn.
yeah, you're on the wrong site. But like you get the nice fat like stamp lick like right on the envelope, you know,
Fun
that kind of
fact.
stuff.
And what, people get turned on by that?
I don't. Well, see, ASMR, you don't get turned on by it.
It's
You
just
at least,
well,
people
there's
say
probably a
you don't
whole
get turned on
world
by
of,
it,
like-
but secretly, I feel like everyone that listens to it.
I've
There's
got
probably
some-
some kind of turn on, right?
some proposed formal names from like before it was ASMR, and people were like, "Well, this is a thing that we should
ear
name."
porn.
It included brain massage, head tingle, brain tingle, spine tingle, and brain orgasm.
Brain orgasm.
So
so if you're saying people aren't getting off, that's just a lie.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
guess that's
maybe
true.
maybe some things aren't, but their brain is.
Oh, you know, perfect name for this podcast. Brain orgasm.
Yeah. That was such like a comedy laugh, like, hey, oh my god, brain orgasm.
My name is Buzz Wellington. Oh.
Swell.
So
Means
before I pretty much was dead when right before we started
he was
this.
like,
so
Yeah.
I don't know the limits of appropriate like swearing and whatnot.
I mean, we were dropping the F-bomb pretty hard in episode
Yeah.
1.
And
we
she
were,
did say jizz on your face or whatever.
and she called herself a pussy already.
Yeah.
So the limits are...
So if this was on
Rules,
YouTube,
but-
we'd probably be paying them. We'd be demonetized as fuck.
oops.
Whoops.
Yeah, but we really did. Before we started this, we were like shaking James. I was over there like shaking him on the couch, trying to get him up. I'm like, James, we're doing a podcast. Wake up! And his response was just,
It was, I'm up. And then he gave us a middle finger, and we were like, he's awake! He's alive and well.
but we got him.
We got him.
Yeah, and it should be
Here he
stressed that the reason he isn't on episode 1 is
'Cause he was asleep.
asleep as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really an option today.
I
wasn't.
don't know if I can blame jet lag 3 weeks into a
To be
job.
honest, like the longer and longer we've been here, I'm really, really not looking forward to the flight home at all.
Oh, how? Because you flew here in some ridiculous manner via
hell yeah.
Iceland.
Yeah, so we flew Iceland Air. So basically,
They shut the air stopped off the corner shop.
And me and Mason both had our like different days of travel before the day of
So wait,
travel.
what was your day of travel?
So
Basically?
pretty much I woke up at like 7 a.m. and then flew from Minneapolis to Chicago and then had like a couple, like 2 or 3 hour layover, which was, I didn't look at that when I bought the ticket. Shit. And then I went to New York, all the way from like Chicago to
Beyonce!
LaGuardia in New York. And then Mason had driven a long ass time and picked me up.
Yeah. So like I drove all the way from Pittsburgh, or technically where I live is Titusville, which is 2 hours outside of Pittsburgh. So I had like an 8-hour drive to New York City.
8-hour drive.
Yeah, drove through New York City,
R.I.P.
picked James up that night.
Oh yeah,
Took
well I
him-
had to pay $6 for a can of Coke at the airport. So
No.
So I
That's
picked,
like selling your soul. That's just like not like £6.
no, it was
$6.
a bottle. It was like $4.50.
$6.
we had to leave for the airport at 1:00, and we didn't fly out till 7.
No, so we get to the airport and we cannot find Iceland Air anywhere. We literally this airport's huge, by the way. It's like 3 floors of like constant chaos and I don't even know. But we literally found the Iceland Air desk and we get there and then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's not open till 4." And it was like 1:50. We're like, "Are you serious?"
We stood there for like 2
We
hours.
stood just to like wait to check our bags for like 3 hours, like
Yeah.
because it didn't open until 4. We're like, "Are you like?"
Yeah.
Oh, it was bull
so
crap.
so we're doing that. Then we get in and we're like, all right, let's go through security, like all this bullshit. Make it through security, which took like 2 hours. We still have
saw-
2 hours to kill.
We saw this
Sat-
cute Scottish family, or maybe Norwegian.
Yeah,
They're very similar.
So similar. So
bluest
similar.
eyes on the planet. But
Norwegian.
make it through.
Yeah, Norwegian then.
Chill for 2 hours for our plane. Finally make it on the plane. Then we fly and we land. Like so, we had a layover in Iceland. 2 hours in Iceland.
You can't forget some jackass behind us. We couldn't recline our seats because he would shove them back every time we tried. So I waited
was
until the
pretty
flight
awful.
attendant was like getting him his drink. I'm like, "Fuck you!"
Hell
And
yeah.
went back
And you got cool Canadian.
What?
You got cool Canadian.
You're
didn't
darn
you?
tootin', bud.
You're
We
darn
went right
tootin'.
down. Me and Margie, and we went right forward to Pecker.
So we make it to Iceland, have our layover there, and then we fly into the UK, and to
The
Manchester.
I love
land,
so
and then we
far.
had to go through customs and all that bullshit, which took like an hour and 45 minutes.
I was filming
so-
Mason going through and almost got my camera confiscated.
Shut down.
Oh, you can't
Yeah.
film in.
Yeah.
Hell no.
They were pissed.
I was like,
"Hey!"
I got this
I don't know why,
nice,
though. I've never
I got this nice shot like right behind the immigration desk too of like, cause I went through and then I was like viewing Mason, and the guy's just like, "Hey, are you filming?" Like everyone, it's like so early in the morning, everyone's looking at me like, wow, this guy's making everyone annoyed. Like,
So at this point we haven't slept probably for like 32 hours or something because
know,
we've
right?
been up and like all this.
even at our managers, like I didn't sleep very
Yeah.
well. Like,
So like we're so tired, and then Marky Mark picks us up from the airport. We show up at your
he had
house.
way
Hell
too
yeah.
much
All day
energy,
long, like-
dude. He had
Because we just finished rehearsals, didn't we? Or like we were
Yeah,
doing it, me and
yeah.
Chris, and we were like, "Oh my god, the Americans are here!"
Yeah, fun fact.
yeah.
We were
I
still
I
in
had
the
no.
kitchen with Johnny Jan, weren't we? Like,
And we were like,
I wonder if they're gonna be nice.
Well, fun fact is we showed up and I was like, oh, this must be Bronnie's brothers.
"No way."
Yeah, I
That's
genuinely.
because we're one big family.
Yeah.
I thought you had like 36 brothers and sisters, but
She does.
I mean, you pretty much do.
I do, yeah.
Mark
We all
had
survived.
so much energy when he picked us up from the airport, and I'm like,
Was he like,
oh.
"Hey, hi, I'm super English."
Well, no, he held up a sign. Or no,
No, even
no,
worse. He
not a
was.
sign.
We walked
we made that
past
joke,
him,
that
and
was
he
it.
was like sitting at like a coffee shop, and he's like, "Hey boys," or said like some
Yeah.
funny thing. Dude, I love Mark.
And then
he
he's like,
said dude.
some
I bet
American
he was
Yeah.
dude.
Or like, "Hey, dude."
Hey, dudes.
That was
And we're like,
it.
literally, we
Hell yeah.
we actually made a bet. If you came to the airport, like we bet like each other $5. Bronnie would be like, "Hey dudes."
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but
Hey,
I think even
dude.
better, Mark was there. He's like, hey, dudes. We got some American
Sorry.
dudes.
Hi dudes. Or I'll try
Hi.
to do an accent.
Hi,
I can't.
dude.
Hi, dudes. Anyone that hangs around with Bronnie long enough will eventually pick up dude as
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's
know.
all
Yeah,
part of
because
the dialect.
I never said "Hey man," but you always
I
say
say
"Hey."
hey,
Yeah,
man,
you
yeah.
always
You
say
know,
"Hey man." So then I started
Mason-
saying "Hey man," and then now you say
I
"Dude"
say
as well.
dude a
It's
lot.
like
Me and
we
Mason
swap,
are
yeah.
Hey Man's kind of.
Hey Man.
Well,
And in
I-
2011, I
Hey
was a
Man.
Hey Monday fan.
Oh, Hey Monday.
Monday Cassidy Pope.
Oh yeah, she was on The Voice and won it, and
Dude.
then she sold out. I'm just kidding. Juan.
This is not true. Well, it might be. I've
Wait.
no idea.
Like, do you guys honestly?
I don't do maths anymore. Fuck
Yo,
that.
say someone's like right over there, and they're like that far away. What would you be like, feet, or would you just be like a lot of
say-
centimeters?
I'd
I'd
say,
be like 2
uh,
meters.
Oh my god.
I'd say
Yeah.
they're 2 seconds away. I'll be like, right, how long is it going to take me to walk there?
It's
So,
approximately one verse away.
I can,
she, half a middle 8.
I can sing 8 words in the time it makes.
Yeah, it's
Walk there.
I measure distances in
It's
songs.
just
though.
a 1 drop away.
I mean, I do too. It's like,
Yeah.
how long was my shower today? Oh, I listened to 3.5
5
songs.
songs. Yeah.
That I feel like. It's
How long
pretty
is the walk to that place? Oh, it's about Jesus of Suburbia length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can
I
usually
was-
get one album in on that walk. That's how you measure distance. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
It's
That's very
universal.
true.
I was gonna say, if any of you know "Say We Can Fly," I'm like, oh, it was 3 songs, but they were "Say We Can Fly" songs, so,
So
it
they're
was at least
21
30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, like Say We Can Fly, we toured with him. He's awesome. He like even kind of jokes like his songs, they're really good, but they're
Yeah.
like 7 minutes long. So
No way.
like for his set he would play like 4 songs and it would be a long set.
Yeah.
That's like the opposite of mine.
Everyone
I'm like,
listen-
yeah,
everyone
1
listen
second
to
and we're
it.
done. There we go.
Pop punk is short. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, that was a long song, dude.
Perfect songs, perfect time songs,
Yeah.
I reckon. Like 2 minutes odd, like,
Yeah, it's sort
Just enough to get your you know what wet, you know? Your ears.
yeah.
ready for
I was gonna
that
say
ASMR.
your body because you're sweating from playing, you know.
Yeah.
I
on
just want to
stage.
make the sweat.
Begone, tinnitus, for I am ear protection, here to save the ears of tomorrow, today. Tinnitus, always use protection.
I feel like we're all hyper right now. We're talking.
I know, we're like,
talking fast.
Yeet.
Yeet, yeet. What do you guys think about the UK compared to US? Like, what are some, like, drastic changes that you've been like, whoa! I guess, like, driving on the wrong side of the road.
I still get a little bit of anxiety here and there from it. The worst is like when when you forget like for a second, and then you look and you're like, oh my
You're
god.
like,
Plus, Mark is Mark is a good driver,
terrific
but
or terrible?
borderline terrifying driver. No, I'm just kidding.
Terrifying is a fair way to describe it, I would say.
Jan actually gave me a fair warning. Like, I kind of saw, like, on the way home from the airport, he's totally gonna be listening to this podcast and be like,
He'll be like,
I
fuck
am
you, James.
not. Like, yeah, he'll be like, oh, Mason's my favorite, and that's saying something.
We knew that already.
But yeah, his
Yeah, I would say
driving wakes me
the
up.
biggest thing, like at first, like when we first landed, that's definitely the first difference I noticed, because everything in the airport was fairly normal. We walk out, we get in the car, and all of a sudden
It
I go
changes.
to get in the car and I almost got in the driver's seat.
Oh yeah, it's different sides, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was
that's our
weird.
passenger side.
Because
And
we're
then-
so original, guys.
And then I hop in the front seat, we're driving, we're on the wrong side of the road, and it wasn't even that weird because we're on the like highway or whatever you guys call it,
Motorway.
the motorway.
Motorway.
The motorway.
So
Hello.
it was
TNS
whatever.
way.
And the first time I actually noticed like the scariness of it was we're like, hey, let's drive down to the village near your house, and we hop in Chris's car. He's going like 65 in these tiny roads on the wrong side, and all of a sudden,
65
yeah.
all these cars are coming at us. I'm like, holy shit, this is so different.
And he's like, no, it's fine, because I'm from Brighton.
I'm from Brighton.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm really good.
There's
I'm
plenty of
Brighton.
rum on this road.
Yes, have you gone to your rum?
I'll be honest though, he's a great driver, and like
Yeah.
I feel like really like safe in the car,
Yeah.
even though it's like I feel like I'd suck at driving. I feel like people here have to be better at driving than in the U.S. because like
Especially on top of dealing with your terrain, you have a stick shift, or sorry, a gear. Because
I guessed it.
Tom's friend, I was like, yeah, I'm like, it's pretty cool, like, seeing girls be able to drive stick, because in America, this, like, unheard of, most guys can't even, and when it is, it's usually guys, and she's like, what's a stick? I'm like,
no.
oh, a gear, and she's like, oh, like,
Yeah.
she was so confused. I'm like,
It is-
a
it is
manual.
I
totally-
guess, yeah, it's like, different language shit as well in America compared
Like,
to UK.
Yeah.
How
So
am I
what's-
gonna text and drive? That's like defeats the purpose of
What's
like
your favorite British word?
British, maybe
British.
that. Like,
well,
Pick
okay,
a
the
word.
first
Cheeky.
like originally this is I don't know if this is a normal British thing, but I heard someone call someone a wet wipe.
Wet Wipe picks it up here on the left. Passes it back inside to Kenneth. Kenneth now back outside to Wet Wipe. Wet Wipe, the young striker, remember, only signed last year for half a Bitcoin. He's through on goal here, Wet Wipe. Can he do it? Can he make Wet Wipe history? Wet Wipe! What a Wet Wipe!
Yeah!
Hilarious.
I think that was Chris.
Yeah,
That was,
Wet
yeah,
wipe.
we were walking, because you had your studio session, and we were all walking back, and then we were
right.
saying, like, have you ever heard of, like, oh, you're a wet wipe, or, like...
You're a
I
wetty.
think
I
Chris
immediately-
actually
You're a wet
brought
egg.
it up normally, and then we were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
and he was
I-
like, "You never called someone a wet wipe."
You
Just
never
like,
called someone.
I immediately texted my friend and I was like, "You're a wet wipe." So that was funny, but
Mom, you're a wet wipe.
cheeky's a fun one. I like saying
Cheeky.
cheeky.
Cheeky Nando's.
Cheeky
Cheeky
Nando's,
Pie.
cheeky
I
pie.
love,
You cheeky monkey.
I love Hobberknocker.
That's not
That's not even an English
See,
word.
I brought that here to England, and yeah,
didn't
hello,
know your favorite.
Trying
Hello.
to make it an English word.
hello, Hobberknocker says hi, and he's
Can
about
you
to
use
come
it?
and become part of your
Oh.
vocabulary.
Oh.
You use it as
Hobberknocker.
in a sentence, just so we know how to use it properly.
Yeah.
The Hobberknocker is a bitch.
Okay.
That describes a lot of people.
I was thinking more along the lines of, "You're such a hobberknocker."
Yeah,
Stupid
yeah.
Hobberknocker. I think Hobberknocker sounds like a stupid person.
Can we get the real
a
definition?
Hobberknocker is like
You
what
said-
my definition is like you're a bitch, like
Yeah,
He's
you're
playing-
you're a stupid hobbit.
yeah, you fucking Hobberknocker. What's the other one I like?
I don't
Wait,
know.
I'm getting the real definition of hobberknocker.
I'm pretty sure the real one is like pretty weird. Like
Well, I'm gonna see if it's okay to say out loud. Okay. The sentence is that woman right there is a hobber knocker.
Okay.
But the definition.
Her knockers have hobbies.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
The PG version.
Yeah.
So
PG version.
it's when a man hits you in the face with his peanuts. we'll go with that.
That made it even more dirty in a weird way.
Does it make sense in the sentence though?
I know. I don't understand.
That
No,
woman
no,
is
no.
a hobber knocker. So guys, hit their.
So guys,
you know
therefore,
what
I want to
in
take
her
my
face.
pet snake and hit her in the face.
It's not the snake. It's the
The other bits.
Oh, it's the other bits.
So
okay.
I feel like
The hobbers.
the
the
hobber.
hobbers.
And then he knocked.
Okay.
Can we find an origin for the word? Probably not. But I
Origin,
feel like
yeah.
the origin is probably
American, yeah. It's called American Reddit. That's the.
That's what
Do you guys have Reddit? Is Reddit big here?
Reddit's big here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Urban Dictionary?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they're not.
So hobber knockers
In the
are.
Stone Age.
We're not fine.
We have the
Before
internet.
Christ, here we are.
So what year
I mean,
did you
you
guys
guys
get the
do
internet?
still-
Like 2011?
I mean, we are in Wales.
invented the internet.
We are in Wales right now, so that is, you know.
And you guys do still watch Impractical Jokers, so.
Oh, is that just not a thing in the US
Stop.
anymore? Is that just
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty cringy, but I still watch it. Like,
hell yeah.
I think Murr is funny.
I love Sally.
Sounds good.
You
too.
also.
He's
in
funny.
Q.
Friends is on
Yeah.
loop on TV here. like,
Friends is constant.
Friends.
None other.
Hell yeah.
Be
We
this
love Friends.
way. Yeah.
Friends has
It's
been
gonna
done.
play.
Everybody clap your
No,
hands.
didn't somehow.
See,
Oh, it's just
the
me.
reason why Friends is like huge on Netflix still is because it's been done on TV for years, like
Yeah.
10 years. So, like coming here and seeing Friends on TV is weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sometimes on, like, we have Nick at Night reruns.
Occasionally they'll play one episode, but you can
It's like-
watch like
it's
a
like-
marathon of Friends here.
Yeah.
Comedy
On
Central more or
select-
less just as Friends.
Yeah, because it was E4 that used to have it.
We have
didn't
E!
it?
News. for
Appetizer
gossip.
used to sponsor it.
See, I don't even think Comedy Central in the
And that
US
sponsors
would
with
not
Apple
even.
Pea bread. Pea bread.
Don't take a shit.
Satan, shut the fuck up.
Yo, what's up? We're back.
We bet.
And we're still a piece of garbage.
What up? Had a good pee.
My tea
We had a
bag.
good pee break. James has got his tea.
My
well,
tea bag is drowned at the bottom of my cup.
we've opened the barbecue beef brisket kettle ridge cut. Absolutely nothing artificial crisps.
I replenished my drink. We're doing good.
We learned during the pee break that these guys don't have kettles.
Which is weird. So, when we
guys
come
should
over to the
narrate this.
US... No!
Sorry, James is juggling knives.
He was juggling, like, pure hard-ass knives.
Oh, I just needed to borrow one to. I just wanted to get this out. It's like a. I
He
don't
just stuck a steak knife in his cup of tea. To
I will
stab
wipe
his
it off.
Tea bag.
No, it's
Sorry, Mark.
It's more just like use a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot spoons are like a thing.
Right there, spoons.
So yeah, we don't really use like water kettles that much. Like the occasional house will have one, but
That's just weird to us. We
Yeah.
have to have a kettle.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Well-
walk into a house in England and then not be.
That's basically racism against English people.
Agreed.
Agreed.
yeah, because
Yes,
like the
for
first thing, like every place I've gone has had one, and not only has one but uses it throughout the entire day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you guys drink tea in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night throughout
It's always
the entire
tea time.
day.
It's not like the British stereotype of constant tea drinking is not wrong.
Yeah.
it-
But
it-
we're
That's
like,
like
we
us
don't drink
with
tea regularly.
cheeseburgers.
Yeah, we do. Whenever I go to America, I'm like, oh my, I didn't have tea for like ages.
Yeah.
Even a week, I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah, so like in America, like I was saying, we don't really drink hot drinks after like 1 p.m. ever. It's like
Unless
you'll
you really need
offer
to pick
the
me up.
occasional coffee or you offer coffee in the morning, and then like you'll have the occasional nighttime cup of coffee if you're a rebel, but no.
I mean,
So
probably
that's-
decaf at that point. You
Yeah,
know?
drinking coffee at night is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
drinking
like,
tea at
do
night
you want
is.
a heart attack?
No, drinking tea at night is kind of acceptable. My parents will have a nice little lemon zinger
Yeah,
tea.
I
you
feel
know?
like the only people that drink tea every day are like old women. They're like, oh, I need my tea.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
hot flashes.
Yeah. So you go to this old woman's house that smells like must. You're like,
What?
Would you like a cup of tea?
My grandma's house usually smelled great. It smelled like smoke and alcohol. Cigarettes.
Ooh,
and,
smoking.
yeah, it smelled like an
Did she have-
ashtray and Bud Light.
did she have tea? Did she have tea every day?
No, it actually smelled pretty bad. It was pretty musty.
Yeah, that's a very British thing. The kettle.
One thing I've picked up on from American movies and TV is that posh American people sound British. Or
They're like, oh, hello. No, it's not that.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually,
hello.
Yeah,
No.
actually, some old women
Hello.
in the U.S. will occasionally sound kind of British. They're like, oh, hello.
I think it's hello. Like it's
Yeah.
not British,
Oh,
but it's like
hello.
proper.
it's very enunciated.
Some
Yeah.
like old money families, like even like from around where I live, I know like of people who kind of talk more like this, and it's
Yeah.
not British, but it's proper and slow.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
kinda like
that
that.
kind of sounds pretty British.
Yeah, it's like, but
Yeah.
it's
It's
not.
like posh American, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they pretty much talk slower and more intelligent to just be like, I have money. Like,
I've got
And
money.
we would never say posh American. It's always fancy.
yeah,
Fancy.
fancy.
They're fancy.
When you said posh the first time, I was like,
I was confused.
What?
You were like
So,
pop
yeah.
harsh?
posh.
P-O-S-H.
Is that like a short term for like pop punk or like?
Yeah. So
Pop shunk.
the kettle.
Posh.
I think I'm gonna adapt one into my house.
Hell
You
yeah.
should do it. Constant tea.
You should,
Constant tea.
Get the twinings in.
I just accommodated my burp
one
to
of
not make
us.
noise.
one
He's a
of
podcast
us.
pro.
He's a podcast.
And
pro.
he just
You just throw up, like just direct vomit, like
Onto
projectile.
your microphone.
All right,
That was the first silent moment of the whole podcast. We're like,
That's not bad. 30
we
minutes
gave
in.
our
Wait, listen.
30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Wow, yeah, we
doing
gave
well.
our
We all had to
listeners
take a little
break.
breather to
We're
sit
like-
down.
and relax. You're
Take a
in a
moment.
field
Take a
full of
moment.
daisies and
Every time there's an
Stuff.
awkward moment in life, you know what happens? Bronnie grows another dread.
yeah,
Is that what you're dipping?
Yeah.
hummus.
Dipping
Sorry, I
some
just went
hummus.
for it. I didn't ask. I just dipped my my crisp. I got it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
my
What
crisp
kind of
and
hummus are we munching on this time?
This is just normal standard English clash.
English hummus.
English clash.
These
hummus. Also, me and Mason got really confused yesterday because he was like, "Ooh, I want some a cheeky chip," and I was like,
No, I was
"Oh,
like, I want some chippies.
So we're like,
I
alright,
want a
we'll
chippy.
go around the Chinese.
Yeah.
Get a menu.
get a menu." And he was like, "What?
A menu for chippies?
Ow!
For a
Yeah.
for a bag of chippies?"
Yeah, and I was like, I was thinking American. I'm like, I want some chips, and I was.
It's in crisps, English
Yeah.
people.
So it just happened to be what they call chips from this Chinese restaurant right up the road.
Chippies.
Really confusing. It,
But
it went
really
on for
good.
like a
We
minute
went
and a half.
today.
Yeah, we did. We
Chips,
had some.
curry sauce.
We had a steak
Chips
by
and
chips and a
curry.
corn curry.
Yeah.
I did nibble on
Really
a little
good.
bit of a curry. It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty darn good.
I was
some
kind of
noodles.
hoping after we're done with the podcast, it'd still be open so we could swing up.
Definitely not.
8:30.
It is
We close at
12:39.
Oh
midnight.
dang!
On
Nope.
a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not going to be open.
What about that corner store? Yeah, nah, either.
Definitely not.
The spa.
See, that's the other thing about the U.S. I feel like things stay open so much later.
Yeah, because people are just always up. Like Taco Bell, Taco Bell is one thing you can always rely on it to be closing the earliest at like 3 a.m. Like it's
Yeah,
usually like
yeah.
anywhere from midnight to 3.
Do you guys have 24-hour McDonald's here?
Yes.
Okay,
The thing is,
okay.
in a like city, things will stay open pretty late.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but a small town.
We're in
Like
like
we
a
do, like
Welsh
in
town.
Irby. Is it Irby or Neston?
Upton.
We're-
Upton. Very close.
Right, have you ever been into a McDonald's late? They always play classical music. Have you noticed this?
No,
They'll have the full orchestras out.
that's so pretty. I literally
Fun
stayed there the
fact
whole
with
night.
It makes
America.
McDonald's feel super classy.
So Chick-fil-A actually plays like Christian music and Christmas music, but so many people complain that they had to take out the lyrics. So it's literally just tunes, and you'll hear like a Christian song, but just like a piano version, and the piano is the melody.
Oh yeah.
So it'd even be like walking around the Christmas trees, like dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh my
dun,
God.
dun, 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 like that.
I'm
and
thinking
We
like
need Monday Christmas.
How to Save a Life by the Fray.
Oh, yeah,
piano
stuff
version,
like that
I've heard
too, yeah.
Like,
Oh, what?
And it's all piano versions, so people don't get like offended.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we're easily offended in America, you know.
I feel like
I
you
believe
guys
so.
are. Yeah, I think English people are more chill. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're just generally better.
Yeah, we're just the best.
You can definitely get
Americans
away
are
with
cool.
saying some more, like,
Do you think? Yeah.
here. Not necessarily offensive things, but things that technically shouldn't offend anyone, you can get away with saying.
Like
here.
stuff like I really can't stay. That song. When I was in America, no radio station would play it because of like it talks about.
Yeah,
I was launching my honey from 2 meters.
Yeah.
the 2 meter honey drop.
Because it talks about like getting someone drunk and like trying to take advantage basically, and like no American like radio station will play it. Whereas in England it's like, yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if you play Post Malone, specifically Rockstar by Post Malone.
I mean, that's fair game though, because the real lyrics is like, I've been popping pills and fucking bitches or whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
but
see
it's
why
like-
that wouldn't get
and
me.
it's
Yeah,
like-
but it's literally this, like, I've been popping, now I'm feeling like
No,
a
they
rock-
can't even say poppin' though.
No,
like
I
they can't. It's
literally
like
saw
I've
the
been
lyrics. Yeah.
What about
feeling like a rock star. Like you can't
What
say
about the Hold
poppin'.
On Throwdown by Hannah Montana? Pop and Lockin'?
See,
Well,
if
it depends on the
it's
context.
if it's a
Pop it like
context
it, poke
is
it
drug
down.
related now, you can't say popping. You can't say pill. I think pills is a swear word as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
some-
it's funny because you'll get the occasional bitch and ass on the radio.
Yeah.
No way.
But yeah, it's weird what they let happen. But even like Ariana Grande is so censored on the radio.
I love how Americans say her name. Ariana
Grande.
What do you say,
Like
Ariana
Kanye West is like
Grande?
Kanye.
Grande. Yeah.
Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, lad.
Kanye West.
Ariana Grande,
Say
Ariana
Kanye
Grande.
West.
Kanye West.
Kanye.
Yeah, no,
Kanye.
that is, yeah, Kanye.
Kanye.
Kanye,
Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah, it's tough. Is
Kanye or you Kanye?
Can
Yeah.
you not say that?
This is the loudest.
Kanye
like,
not.
That was some ASMR
a
shit.
tip.
Kanye West
ASMR
dresses.
undressing.
Podcast tip
Dresses
number
as Kanye
101.
West.
Don't wear
Don't wear a windbreaker. Or what would you guys call that?
That's a windbreaker.
Okay.
I've never heard of a windbreaker ever.
Maybe,
Ever
like-
in
You're
my
American.
life.
Go.
I've just
Come
no.
up with
I've
a-
That's
always.
just a waterproof.
Pete's an American in
That's just a
disguise.
waterproof jacket, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's a what
Yeah.
jacket?
But I've always wanted like because so many good pop punk windbreakers.
Oh yeah,
so I
that's,
always see
that's
them
what
as
they're called.
merch. So probably it's an American thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
actually
so
merch.
I'll
of
be
a
honest,
band.
those
4
don't-
years strong. Do some
They
shit
don't
like
break the
windbreakers.
wind though.
I
They
saw the
really.
Yeah.
coolest.
Yeah,
4 years strong
you
hoodie.
can be like they make you less cold. Like I think
Maybe slightly.
if it's not winter, like say if it's spring. And,
Maybe it's like,
Alright,
and
woohoo,
the
let's
wind
play
is
the
30
opposite
miles
game.
an hour. Like
And they're like, haha, it's not really a windbreaker. It's a wind giver.
Windmaker.
Yeah.
if there's a
Windmaker.
cold wind hitting your chest, it kind of blocks it. I think. Like,
I guess that's fair. If it's warm outside already.
All in favour say aye.
Aye.
All
I
not in
love pop
favour
punk.
say pie.
Hi.
Oh.
Wow.
that's not in
We
favour.
Wait,
have
what
a-
am I not in favour of?
oh yeah.
A windbreaker
Windbreakers.
being called a windbreaker.
Oh yeah, no, fuck it. Let's change the name right now to something more accurate.
Stream Get a Grip
Tabernacle.
by Bronnie on Spotify. That's what it should be called.
Thank you for listening to the Mom It's My Life podcast. Bronnie and Pete are hobberknockers who forgot to end the podcast, so now I am here. I don't get paid enough for this job, man. Fuck.